country, India, in my homeland Kashmir, which is part of India.
Yana Mir, of course, familiar to many of us as a senior anchor in Bharat Express, she is not, as she reminded us, Malala Yousafzai. And the reason for that reminder is, do you think that India is not the political place where you need to be a Malala Yousafzai? Is that right?
That's what I'm saying. Not just politically, but in every way. India is a prosperous country. We Indians don't come to your UK as refugees. We come here to earn degrees. We come here as students. We come here, we work hard. We become CEOs in companies. We even become prime ministers here. And we contribute to the economy of the UK. We don't stay here in free, getting free funds from the UK government.
That is clearly the case, but where is, do you think, the need for people to accuse India over human rights, particularly in
That
Kashmir?
was
What is your experience of that?
So when I say I'm not Malala, that's what I mean to say. That Malala Yousafzai was supposed to be here. She earned a Nobel Prize. She earned so many millions of pounds. For what? Her duty was to work towards the education of women who were deprived from education, because that's what she faced back in her country. She wasn't allowed to get educated. That's what she was supposed to focus on. But what is she focusing on? She's focusing on an anti-India agenda. Why so? Which girl in India is not getting education? Please tell me. Name one girl who didn't get access to education in India.
What brings you to UK?
So I came here. I just visit relatives and just a general holiday. I lost my father a month ago, so I needed some time off myself, and I was requested by this study center. They said that we've been trying very hard to convince the UK government to give us a chance to speak about our side of Kashmir, because apparently the narrative has been hijacked by Pakistanis living in this country who claim to be Kashmiris and who've never forget about Kashmir. They've not even stepped into Pakistan in the last 30 years, and they claim to know everything about Kashmir, and they're setting up a narrative which is completely false. India is a civilizational country, and it's the ethos of India has always been secular. Everyone has the right to religion. Right to education is always prioritized. In fact, in the Indian way of life, education is prioritized. Whether you're a boy or a girl, doesn't matter. You have to educate, not just educate, you have to get good marks. You know, at least even in the Kashmiri families, like number achhe nahi laye, aise nahi chalega. You have to get good. Uh, you have to score well in your exams. It's not just enough that you study. So Pakistan tries bringing up this point that there's no elections happening in Kashmir for the last 4 years since the abrogation. So I'd like to highlight on that. There have been DDC elections and BDC elections which have shown a huge voter turnout. Unlike the voter turnout that used to be when the two families used to stand for elections, there were just two families in Kashmir that were turn by turn ruling over Kashmir, and people were fed up of them and hence were not voting for them. So the government is trying to, you know, discover new faces that can be in the governance of Kashmir, and hopefully we get politicians who are not corrupt.
You're saying really that Kashmir has got better after the end of 370?
Yes, it has. So the
In
only thing that
how has that
the
happened?
only thing that's missing is elections, and we're waiting for that because the Supreme Court of India has given its orders that the elections in Kashmir must happen before September 24th, 2024, and we are hopeful that our statehood will be restored. But other than that, everything else that has happened after the 370s abrogation has been positive. Whether it is the economy, the upturn of the economy, whether it is women's empowerment, whether it is tourism, everything is on the rise.
You said that the narrative has been hijacked by Pakistanis. How do you propose it be corrected?
When the real people of the soil come here and speak. That's what I did. I hope that I've started a trend, and I hope that more Kashmiris will follow after me and come and say what the truth is, that now we have women wrapping around on the streets of Kashmir. Women who were forced, in a stigmatized society at one point of time before the Article 370 was abrogated. Every effort was being made to convert Kashmir into a Syria or Afghanistan, with no offense to these countries, but Kashmiris did not want that in our land. But then everything that's changed. People have to be frank, fair, and they have to come here and speak for their country, because the country has really done a lot for us. And it's about time we start accepting that we are